Hi there folks, my name is Finlay and I can't wait to come to Amsterdam to teach some of the Forrest Yoga workshops that I've been working on for quite some time. Forrest Yoga as a system, if you were coming along to a class, some of the first things you would notice is that we work on an intent at the start of the practice. Now that's not too unusual to other styles, but the way that we build it throughout the class is bringing you into different areas of revelation. So for example, if we're looking at connecting to feeling grounded, it's like, well, what are the physical sensations of that? How are you using your feet and your legs in the poses so the poses go less from a shape being made to an experience that you're having in that moment? Forrest Yoga sequences a little bit differently. So another example, the core work is right at the start of the practice. So you have that facilitate and engagement and this nuance of sensation in the abdomen moving through to the remainder of the practice. And for me, working with quite complicated lower back issues, I found this is an incredibly helpful approach when moving towards perhaps slightly more advanced movement practices. Poses can also be a little bit different. So for example, crow pose. So for me, like there's the Ashtanga crow, the Iyengar crow, and then the Forest crow. Ashtanga, you've got like the knee pressing into the back of the arm. The Forest crow, you're working more of an externally rotated leg. So it's actually the shin bone sitting onto the arm. So with the thighs in that outward rotated position, hands are also a bit wider, elbows are squeezing in, thighs are squeezing in, and there's this action of squeeze through the legs with a slight repel in the arms to give a different shape. And for me, when it comes to moving those into other inversions, it can make a big difference. So if you're coming along, I think that you will definitely be able to experience the way that I give cueing, which is quite anatomical in its focus, and use that to become more present in the postures themselves, but to gain a different way of working them, perhaps one that feels more engaged and more connected. As yoga practitioners, we know very much about being present, and a forest practice has always been one that is very much about the experience in the moment, not anyone else, not what anyone else is doing, not even what the pose is meant to look like, very much the experiential feel of what's happening. So if you're coming along for the weekend, each class is going to be different. We'll focus on a different theme, but also a different body part and a different strategy. So you get to have a really well-rounded experience of the way that your own body, but also different bodies can respond to this movement practice. I hope to see you there. If you've got questions about anything or you're unsure about any of the sessions, drop me a line. If you're unsure about Forest Yoga, do a little bit of homework. It has nothing to do with doing yoga in an actual forest. We're definitely going to be in a really beautiful space, using yoga props and getting moving. No trees. Maybe some deep breathing.